So in addition to the Dragon Ball Heroes anime series or mini series, whatever it is, being announced this morning, we also have some brand new character designs that have been revealed. A new preview for the upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie on December 14th, 2018. So I wanted to go ahead and make, a little video here kind of talking about the designs, my thoughts on them, and of course I would love to hear you as well. Of course, we know now that, and we've talked about it before, the film is going to have a different character designer, Shintani. He's going to be taking sort of like a different approach to the films. And I want to kind of discuss what we see here and what we're going to see in the film. Now, I remember when the trailer first dropped, the fandom was pretty hyped about it, but there were some people who weren't really happy with the way the characters looked. And I can tell you now that by the time the finished product comes out, it's going to look a lot better. Let's go ahead and take a real good look at these new designs here. We have Goku and we have for the first time Vegeta. Now I want to explain sort of like the news cycle of how this is going to work. So the movie's coming out in December. What they're going to be doing is every few weeks, whether it be in V-Jump on the official Toei Dragon Ball Super website, they're going to be revealing new stuff, whether it be interviews, new character design. So you can expect them to hype this thing up all the way until release date in December. So what we're seeing here is we're seeing Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta. Now I've already had people ask me, why is it gold hair? Why isn't it blue? Where's Ultra Instinct? They're not going to reveal that right away. You're not going to get everything right away. They're just giving us little teases of how they're going to look in the film. Now, what I personally love about this movie and what Shintani's doing is that this is definitely, without question, an old school, vintage, Toriyama-esque manga. I don't want to say tribute, but it's really sort of built upon that. If you've read the Dragon Ball manga, you know that it does look different than the anime. Not entirely, of course, but there's a certain art style that Toriyama brings, and this seems to capture that kind of old school Dragon Ball Z feel, which I love. And also designs are much more fluid, and it's going to be a lot easier for the animation team to go in there and give us these great fights. So first thing I want to talk about is Goku looks great there. I love that design. Vegeta. Notice how he's wearing his classic, Android Arc armor, which I'm surprised about. I thought they would give him new designs for the film, but I guess not. That being said, though, remember, this is very preliminary. The final version in the movie may look different. I do love that Vegeta's armor, like the spandex part of it, not the armor part, looks to be a darker shade of blue, almost like a black and gray. I can't really tell. I think I'm a little colorblind sometimes, but I can't tell if it's a darker, like almost a black or like a really dark blue. But I love it. It's not that bright kind of Vegeta that we've seen before. Much darker, and I like that. I remember in the original Dragon Ball manga and in some of Toriyama's designs, you can see kind of a darker blue. So this actually fits with what Toriyama originally intended. And here we have, of course, the poster, December 14th, Dragon Ball Super the movie. No new information yet. This right here, of course, says that the story is being created by Toriyama. It is his story. Here we have a better look at Goku in his base form, and I think he looks great. This Goku looks a little young, I would say, right? Maybe closer to like the early Dragon Ball Z look, but that's what they're going for. They're going for that. Now, what I think is a kind of a cool thing is we're seeing the unveiling of Whis and Beerus, and it's written Beers. You can pronounce his name Beers or Beerus. Both of them are correct. Bills is the one that's incorrect unless you're watching the Spanish dub. But Birisu, Beerus, same thing. So now we know for certain. We now know for certain that Beerus and Whis are going to be in this movie. I had a feeling they would be, but because the movie's so Saiyan centric, I know that some of us were thinking, will they even incorporate the gods? Will they be here? This right here tells us, yes, Beerus and Whis are going to be in the movie, and I think they look great. I like this kind of rustic look. They look the way they're supposed to look, and I'm enjoying it. Now, if we go a little bit further down, we're going to see the unveiling of the new Vegeta and Piccolo designs. Now, the fact that they're revealing Piccolo, if you're a Piccolo fan out there, you have to be optimistic now. This, and I can't say this with absolute certainty, so don't take this as being legitimate because I don't know what they're planning for this film. I don't know what the story is. They're keeping that very secretive over at Toei. But the fact that they revealed Piccolo so early tells me that Piccolo is not only going to be in this movie, but probably going to be a somewhat important character. Not important like Goku, Vegeta, and the Saiyans are, but I think he'll be at least in some fights. I mean, he's wearing his, familiar garb. I think he looks great. This reminds me of like old school, like early DBZ, Dead Zone, World's Strongest kind of appearance for Piccolo. I love it. And then here we have Vegeta, which I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit more here. Just bear with me. Keeping this video really simple. Here's Vegeta's design. Again, much darker shade around the spandex. I love it. I think it looks great. Does he look a little bit younger? Yes, I think that's what they're going for. And we knew that Vegeta was going to be in the film. I was hearing some people saying, will Vegeta be in the movie? Of course. You can't have a Dragon Ball movie without Vegeta. I mean, not now. So he's in it, for sure. Piccolo and, of course, Beerus and Whis, who I think look absolutely fantastic. Let me go over here. Very excited about these designs. I look forward to seeing how they look in action. Just remember, though, guys, this is very early information. There will be more coming. Tons more information is going to be coming. This is just early teases. We're going to get more designs. We're probably going to get a look at the villain sometime this summer. Maybe not a full look, but a teaser look of him like we already saw, presumably. We might get a look at some of the other characters. I know some Gohan fans are like, well, where's Gohan? I think we're going to get that little by little, every month, every few weeks. So I will, of course, be covering that here on Geekdom 101. So this is a crazy freaking news day. I know Dragon Ball Legends dropped today as well. So I got to see if I can play that a little bit later today. Try it out. At least it dropped. I was told it dropped. I got to go check my device here. But nonetheless, very exciting. The Dragon Ball Super movie. You have to understand, even if you don't like these designs, if you prefer the Yamamuro style, Yamamuro is presumably still going to be working on the Heroes anime. So you don't have to worry too much about, him being gone for good. But I think these designs are going to be absolutely fantastic when we actually see them on the big screen. One more thing, too, I want to note. I've had some people ask me, like, hey, what about Ultra Instinct? Will Goku do Ultra Instinct in the movie? I don't know. But I think if he is going to do it, and between you and I think he is at some point. If we see Ultra Instinct Goku, my guess is we're probably not going to get a preview of that in the magazines. I think you're going to they want you to pay your ticket to go see Ultra Instinct in the theater. That's my guess, though. Don't quote me on that. Don't think, I mean, you can quote me if you want to, but that's not verified. But I do think some of the higher transformations for Goku are going to be saved for the movie. Maybe even Vegeta's evolution. They're going to hold off on revealing those till the movie, because they got to save some surprises for when we actually go in that theater and go see the thing, if it gets a worldwide release. If not, I mean, I'm hoping to go to Japan to see it. I'm not even kidding. I actually am considering going to Japan, later on this year. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to need an interpreter, which I have a couple, and I'm scared to death because I've never been to Japan before, right? And I don't want to get caught in, like, the Yakuza freaking restaurants. I know it sounds dumb, but trust me, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait if I do go. If they release the movie internationally like they're planning to do, like they're hoping to do, like everybody gets the dub early, then I'll just go see it here. You know what I mean? It just totally depends on what they're going to do. So let me know your thoughts. I mean, I'm curious to hear, like, are you excited? Are you happy Beerus and Whis are gonna be in the movie? I want a real quick comment. I've already seen some people lose their mind saying, "Oh, I don't want Beerus and Whis in the movie. They're too OP. Whis can bring people back to life now. He's too powerful." I get all that. I just personally, based on what I've heard and what I've read, I don't think Beerus and Whis are going to be major players in the movie. I think they will appear. They'll probably help guide Goku and guide some of the other characters, and maybe give information and maybe even get involved in some fighting, but I don't think Beerus and Whis are going to be major players in this film, but they're on this original sheet, this release sheet, this scan, because, Toei and Toriyama and all these people want you to know, like, we know you love Beerus and Whis because they are popular characters. They're going to be in the movie, have no fear. I don't think they're going to have major roles, but they'll be in the movie. And remember, this movie takes place after the Tournament of Power, but probably before the end of Z. We don't know exactly when, but it is after the TOP. So if you're watching this and you haven't caught up on Super, if you're only watching the dub, you might want to speed through it sometime later this year. I know most of you already saw it, like 99% of you did, but it is after tournament of power. So unresolved plot threads from there will be maybe addressed in the movie. I can't wait to see Frieza. That's what excites me. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and if I get any more news updates, I'll drop them. Remember to subscribe if you have not. Hit the notification bell. YouTube has been really broken when it comes to subscriptions. So if you're wondering about my content, yes, I am uploading still regularly. I got tons of videos planned. So if you haven't gotten this in your sub box, check the channel. Just type in Geekdom 101 and you'll see what I uploaded. My newest videos are at the top. So if you're missing it in the sub box, it's there. A lot of us have been jacked over by YouTube lately, but now you know. Thank you. Hope you have a good one, and I'll talk to y'all real soon.